You guys chose the pears, so let's paint them. I started with these 4 colors. I showed you the first one. It looked very brown, but in fact, it's a PY150 color. And you notice it here, it's really, really yellow once it is diluted. So don't let that color in the pan fool you. I will give all of the info regarding these colors in the bottom because it's a bit too much to explain the colors as well as paint the whole thing. So let's start with the yellow one, and that one will go on the left side of both pears. Then I will go in with the green, and then the third color will be the green combined with the blue, which will give me a darker green. And then I can just use my brush to remove some of the color as well to give it a bit of a highlight. And just this is the time where you fuss and you decide where you want to put the darkest colors. And of course, I always take a little bit away from the bottom right side as well, because that will be a reflection from the table itself. Now for the second pair, the same thing will happen. I will paint the left side starting with the yellow, go into the warm green, and then progress to a bluer green. Now, because this one's in a shadow, I added a bit of that purple as well. If you mix purple with any of these yellows or greens, because they're so warm, they're going to give you more of a brown tone. So don't forget, there will be a shadow cast by the first. The front pair will cast a bit of a shadow onto the one behind it. So that's really what I'm putting in here. Then you can go back in with just a damp brush and again give it some highlights, going into the purple directly with the fine brush to add a few dots. Now that all depends on how wet the surface is, because some of the dots were too bright for me because the paper dried incredibly quickly. And now it's time to add a little bit of more glazing. So I did put a bit of yellow onto the second pair, and when it comes to the shadow, do dry them before, or dry the whole thing before you start. I didn't have a hairdryer handy, so I was trying to be really careful. So the darkest part of the shadow will be where the 2 pairs converge, and then just extend it out with just clean water and make that shadow just bleed out. So here it is, all done, and you can always go over because it's transparent paint and glaze as much as you like. I hope you found this useful, so give it a try.